guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. So on today's video I'm going to show you how I do my hot oil treatment. As you can see, my hair is extremely dry. I'm currently sick. I'm having a cold and a fever, so I really haven't done anything on my hair for the past 1 week or almost 2 weeks now. So my hair feels really dry. There is no elasticity whatsoever. There is no movement. It feels really stiff. And for me, somebody like me with low porosity hair, my hair keeps moisture for a longer period of time. But this time around it feels extremely dry because I haven't done anything to it. So I am afraid if I should go ahead and shampoo, then it's going to get even drier. That's why I decided to create that defensive barrier before I can go ahead and wash my hair. So I'm just going to go in and show you guys how I prepare. So first, what we're going to need is some avocado. You're gonna need avocado. I mean, in Sweden we have like the mini avocados. They are like really tiny, but I don't think it's the size, it's just about what it's inside. So what you need is one ripe avocado, and you just have to take out the seed and scoop that out and try to make sure you get everything out. Avocado has a lot of fat, so it's very good when it comes to shampooing, when it comes to deep conditioning. I mean, like when I want to do my deep condition to properly moisturize my hair, I always like to use avocado, and this time I'm using it as an oil, not as a mask or as a deep conditioner, just as like almost like I'm making an avocado oil. And I'm going to add some avocado oil. Yes, I know it's like adding avocado on avocado, but yeah, it's because the oil also contains a lot of fat, so you need some sort of heavy oil to actually create that defensive and protective barrier. Let me just tell you guys a little bit about my hair. I have thin hair, or you can say fine textured hair, 4C, low density and low porosity hair. So my hair is like everything you don't want your hair to be, you know. So if my hair gets really dry, it will break, it will get damaged, and it will tangle, get all matted up. So that I cannot afford. So I always like to make sure my hair is always moisturized, and the only way you can do that is to make sure you have a good routine. Like your hair routine has to be really good and effective. So I have already added tea tree oil and some sweet almond oil. So I'm going in now with some olive oil. Like you can use whichever oil you have at home as your carrier oil. The basis of this is not like how many oils you have, but for me a little bit of everything is just, I'm just comfortable with that. Like I feel like I'm going to get the most benefit. The only one I don't use so much of is this one, and it's coconut, like that's the natural coconut oil. And the reason for that is because coconut oil actually dries out my hair even more, so I only use like a tiny bit of it. And of course I can do this without my Jamaican black castor oil because I want that thickness. Like, I mean, if you have fine textured hair, you know what I mean. Like density and texture, they are not on my side, so I try to incorporate things that I know can, increase my hair density. And now I'm adding some rosemary. So rosemary helps to prevent baldness and stimulate new growth. It equally helps to reduce or slow down the process of grayness and adds shine onto the hair. That's why I actually love to add this on my DIYs, and it equally helps with dandruff and dry scalp. so it's very very good. So I decided to add a little bit more olive oil just so I can get some more of the oil. And if you have more hair, like you have a lot of hair, of course you have to double whatever it is I am using, but I don't have so much hair, so yeah, I can make do with this one that I have. And in here you can see that's a smidge of what is left from what I did the last time, so I'm going to add it onto that. So now let's move on to this. So my pan has been, or my pot has been on the stove for a while, so I just put this on extremely low heat. You don't want to fry this oil, please, like you don't want to fry it, you don't want to cook it, you just want it to get heated up so the rosemary can infuse in the oils alongside the avocado. So what you want to do is to put your pan on the stove and leave it for like maybe 2 minutes on very very low heat, and you just need to keep stirring that so it doesn't get burned or it doesn't get like fried. It's not like you want to fry the avocado, no, otherwise it's going to be like blackish or brownish in color, and no, you don't want that, because you want to get all the nutrients out of it. You don't want to cook it and destroy everything. So I just put this on low heat and, okay, I would say, I don't know if I should say, yeah, and cook it for like 5 to 10 minutes. Not even five, it wasn't even up to 10 minutes. I think it was like 6 minutes or so. And my pan was still on one. So then I turned the stove off while just letting it to keep cooking. So you can see it still looks very fresh. It doesn't look cooked, it doesn't look burned or anything of the sort. So that's exactly what you want. So it's been about 6 minutes or so, so I took it out. As you can see, my oil looks good. It doesn't look brown, it doesn't look white or anything. I mean, like, you know, when you cook oil, it kind of changes color to some honey like ish kind of situation color. No, but this still looks like almost like the way I put it in. So yeah, you don't want it cooked. So I'm just going to go ahead and strain out the oil. So let me just say this, when if you really don't want any little particle left on your hair, you can just strain this and let it cool off, and then maybe use a sewing cap or a stocking to strain it even more, because it might have like those tiny residues from the uh, rosemary. So if that's gonna bother you, you means you have to strain the oil again. But that's how my oil looks. So I'm going to let this cool down before I can put it in. I can transfer it onto my bottle, so you don't want it too hot. So this right here is a good deep conditioner. You don't want to throw it away. You can just toss it into the blender and bring it to a paste. Add some honey, put it on your hair, slap on some plastic cap, and boom, you have your very own deep conditioner. So this is very good. Don't throw anything away. You still have to use it. Okay, so this is completely cool now. So what we're going to do is to add some mega growth. Yes, I know, you're probably saying, but isn't this just to protect your hair? You want to protect your hair from stripping? But yeah, I mean, I still want to grow my hair long, so I am adding some mega growth to just help to give me just that little teeny tiny bit I can get from it. Mega growth is very good in promoting hair growth, and another thing I love about this one, it smells really good. Like, I love the smell, so I just add this onto it. And you will notice that I'm adding this after I didn't put it in the pot with everything I was doing, so because I didn't want to like touch that, this comes with chemicals, so I didn't want to put it into the hot oil. So, and again, let me just say this, it doesn't mean because they say this is a hot oil treatment you're gonna take it out from the stove and slap it out onto your hair. It's going to rip out your scalp, like your hair is going to fry, so you have to let it cool down. I always measure it with my applicate bottle, like it has to feel like warm, not hot, not burn, like it's gonna burn my scalp. So that's what you want. You don't want to peel up your head like, oh, it's a hot oil treatment and you just like take it out straight from the stove and put on your head. No, you're going to burn yourself. So you just want to give that a really good shake and mix it up very well. Make sure it's not too hot and it's not too cold, and you are ready to go. And whatever is left of this, you can just keep it and then put in hot water. Like you can just heat up some water and then put it in, heat it up, and continue using on your hair for your next wash, day. So please like and subscribe, and we are going to have more of such content, and we see in the next video.